All right. LDBC, this is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. You're live on the Coach Shelton Harrison Combat Sports Show Live. Okay, guys, the coach is really busy, but shout out to my boy, Ben Woodard. Okay, shout out to him. He sent this to me, and, and I was a little bit, I was upset. I was pissed off, disturbed. Okay, if you've never heard of Karubata, okay, if you've never heard of that city, well, you're not alone, okay? A lot of people have never heard of the city of Karubata in Brazil. A lot of people. Okay, a lot of people here in America haven't really heard of that city. Unless you're familiar with the whole continent of Brazil, unless you're familiar with that place, then you hadn't heard of Karubata. Now, you've heard of some of the big cities like, Rio de Janeiro. I mean, those cities, okay? And I don't even know a whole lot of cities. I know some cities in Brazil, but I do know where Karubata is. And the reason why I know where Karubata is because of Cris Cyborg. That's why I know what Karubata is. See, this mayor decided, and this mayor he was harsh. He was harsh. I mean, he put it out there. He let it be known. He took this statue down, and let's read through it, okay? Let's read what he says, okay? This mayor, he fixed his mouth to say, if you have a beautiful piece of white marble in the center of Karubata, Brazil, the last thing you would want to do is deface it with a portrait of Ultimate Fighting Championship Women's Featherweight Champion and hometown hero Cris Cyborg. This is what that mayor thinks, okay? Seriously. That's what the mayor thinks. Now, I can understand if Cris Cyborg was some criminal. As a matter of fact, you know what? There are crime lords that they respect in Brazil. But they don't say nothing about that. They don't say nothing about them crime lords. They don't say nothing about them guys that's shooting up the place. No, they don't say nothing about that. They accept that because that's just a part of the culture, or that's just what happens over there. See, let me tell you something, man. Not only is this a slap in the face, this mayor could be the American version of a coon, but he's a Brazilian one. Are you serious? Do you know that people, Cris Cyborg literally put Karubata on the map? Literally. Every time she get in that octagon and fight, the UFC, they're going to put the city, and they're going to put where she's from, and it's going to say fighting out of Karubata, Brazil. That's where she's from. And not only that, not only does Cris Cyborg, see, people don't really talk about what this woman does. It's a strain on some of her resources. Let me tell you, it's a big strain on Cris Cyborg's resources, her finances. A lot of it, because you know why? She's always giving back. And she gives back to the city of Karubata. She also, where she's living at now, she gives back. See, people saw that one little video of Cris Cyborg handing out meals to the. Look, Cris Cyborg do that on a regular. Okay, she does it on a regular. But see, the thing of it is, a lot of people don't know. They don't research and study Cris Cyborg. I do. She does it on a regular. She go to Karubata all the time, talking to kids. She go to Karubata all the time, motivating sick kids. Matter of fact, Cris Cyborg do that wherever she at. See, this is a slap in the face, because it's not like Cris Cyborg is some common. She's not a criminal, okay? This woman is a fighter. She grew up in those streets in Karubata. Okay, she grew up in them same streets. Grew up in there, dirt poor. Parents ain't have a lot of money. Mama didn't have a lot of money. Okay? Didn't have much of anything. Then Cris Cyborg, for almost 2 decades, from the time she was a child until now, this woman has had to fight and struggle for everything that she's obtained in life, and she's had to work her ass off for it. So you mean to say that Cris Cyborg is not a person that you want people to just try to mimic, young people to try to grow up and be like, hey, you know what? If you work really hard, then this is what you can do. And see, and some of you idiots, don't come on here, yeah, they want to be like a steroid head. Right. Because then if you say that, then I'm going to say, how you going to explain Brock Lesnar? See, I'm going to come out in full force, and I'm going to obliterate anybody when you come out with the steroid accusation. Because Cris Cyborg not only is telling kids, hey, you know what? You made a mistake, but you can come back. But this is what hard work and dedication will get you. You'll become a millionaire. That's what she is. She's a millionaire. Because she was willing to go and fight and do what she needed to do to get to where she needed to go to. She was willing to do that. And now she has what she has. So you mean to tell me that I guess Cris Cyborg not good enough? See, man, this is what I'm talking about, man. This woman, it doesn't matter what she do in life. It don't matter how much good she try to do on earth. It don't matter because people gonna still treat this woman the same. They're still gonna treat this woman the same. It doesn't matter, man. You know, and I'm surprised Cris Cyborg just don't turn into just an evil person and just start doing bad things. Like, I'm surprised she don't, but she don't. She don't. She don't start doing bad things. She don't start really getting on people and talking people down. You know, she don't do that. You know why she don't do that? Because of her character. Because of her character. This woman can't catch a break. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, this woman had to fight the UFC. She had to fight the bullies. She got to, you know, face her opponent in the octagon. Okay, she got to fight all the critics that's calling her names. Okay, you know, and every time she cut on the computer, she Google her name, you're going to see a million negative things about this woman who's done nothing but try to inspire people and be positive. But people don't like her. And you know why they don't like her? You know why they don't like her? See, they try to use that whole thing as a cover-up. Like, oh, it's the steroids. But, you know, that's 7 years ago. But then these the same people who, they come on right now talking about they can't stand her, but then they still love John Jones. But you know, they still love people like Ken Shamrock. They still love Brock Lesnar. They still love these people. But then a woman like Cyborg, see, that's a cover-up. Even if Cyborg never would have got busted in 2011, they probably would have already been saying where she on. See, they would have already implied it. The same way they do it to Amanda Nunes. And God bless, because Amanda Nunes ain't tested positive for nothing. The same way they try to do it to Claudia Gadelha. Claudia Gadelha ain't tested positive for nothing. Okay? The same way they try to do it. They try to give people that they want to look down on. They want to give them the whole steroid thing. Oh, it's another Brazilian. Uh-oh, steroid. That's what it is. But see, I'm shocked at this mayor. This woman is bringing national attention to your city. National attention, and this is how you respect. This is how you respect. I tell you what, I bet this mayor got some hate. See, something went down. I'm willing to bet that something went down between him and Cyborg. Something went down. I don't know what went down with these two, but something went down. This mayor don't like Cyborg. But this mayor need to address the drug problem in this country. How about that? This mayor need to address all the cartels that's running around there, running rampant. You don't say nothing about that, though. See, if I really told y'all the underlying conspiracy, if I told you, Coach, man, you know, you're a conspiracy theorist. I'm not, because some conspiracy is not conspiracy. Some of it is true, but some of you are too blind, and you're not awoke, and you're asleep. You're still asleep. Do you think he just did this by coincidence? Do you think he just looked at the statue one day and said, nope, knock it down? No. See, there's something else deeper that's going on behind the scenes here. But I tell you what, Cris Cyborg done do more. She's done more to put the city of Carubita on the map than this mayor. What has this mayor done? Do you know, like, the murder rates up in Brazil are still there? They're high. What has this person done? What kind of hope does this mayor give these kids? What kind of hope? At least Cris Cyborg giving these kids some hope that they can do it. They can make it. You just got to put a little elbow grease in. You just got to grind. You just got to scratch. You just got to claw. But you can make it. I made it. You don't have to be. I know it's going to get rough on you. I know things are going to get rough. And I know people might make fun of you, but that's okay because I did it. And if I did it, then you can do it. Every last child that know Cris Cyborg done affected in that city of Carubita. Every last child that she affected here in those hospitals with all those sick kids that she go see that's terminally ill, and nobody give a damn about them. She giving all them kids hope. But what does this mayor do? What has he done in his country? You know, the sex trafficking in his country is up, where they snatching young girls off the street from their families. Do you know that's up? The cartels and all this stuff, but what has this mayor done to try to inspire any of those youth? What has he done? Do he ever go out and talk to these kids? Hey, you know what? If you got interest in politics, hey, listen, let's do a couple of seminars and teach you about the political side. And maybe you can run for an office here in Brazil. Nah, he not interested in helping nobody. He only want to help himself and what fits his bottom line. Congratulations, you the dumbest mayor on God's green earth, and that's because the coach said so. I'm done.